Jackson kicked 9 goals, and the former Richmond, Melbourne and St Kilda firebrand is already reviving the cult following he once had before his early season parting of the ways with St Kilda last season. Well, in the light of that, it was somewhat disappointing that only 24,000 took the trip to Waverley for a game which promised good entertainment. High hopes were held by Footscray after finishing 7th last year and winning well against Richmond last week. We joined the game 15 minutes after the start with commentators Graham Dawson, Jeff Leake and Don Hyde.
Deliberately putting the ball out of bounds. Royal takes the free for the Bulldogs. Mossop dropping back. Edmund there flying high. It'll be a free kick to the big Geelong ruckman who's effectively dropping back and playing as a spare man on that last line of defence to nullify those Bulldog forward move. This is John Mossop with Beasley on the mark. Into the centre of the ground. The target is Reynoldsson, but Edwards is there in front, and he takes the mark. Goes for the quick hand pass to Kellett running down the ground. He gives it over quickly, but Bright intercepts with good play. Terry Bright runs his full measure, spears the ball back in towards the centre of the ground. The bounce doesn't quite favour Tui. Neil caught his hand pass, is smothered. It comes back to Peake, who's prominent. Off the left boot out to Bruns at half forward. He's got too much pace. Dropped the mark. Egan follows up well for Footscray to recover and capitalise on that Geelong mistake. O'Keefe, who's also been prominent for the Cats, controls the ball well. He wanted to kick with his left boot. Now he comes back onto the right, looks for Reynoldsson at centre half back. And the big fellow takes the mark. Hand passes to Mossop. Mossop kicks towards half forward. Johnston is the target, spoilt by Kellett. Turner to run at it. McLean is outpointing him so far. There's a good hand pass from Neon to Terry Bright. He's got a bit of room to move. Jackson coming at it, Peake there. Peake read it well, running with the flight of the football. An unselfish play by Jackson because there could have been a nasty collision by the Geelong teammates. Jackson left it for Peake, who had it under control. And Brian Peake, kick number 5 in this first term. Within scoring range, 45 metres out from goal on a slight angle. He's put it right through the centre. Beautiful kick by Peake. That's Geelong's 3rd goal.
Brilliant play by the brilliant Brian Peake to kick Geelong's 3rd goal. That's a nice bounce from the umps. Mossop with perfect timing. Too long for Neil, coming through as Bruns, up and over Edmund. Batted out. That's new boy Williams in the back there of Steve McPherson. And Footscray take the kick from centre field. Now Beasley's giving him a lead. Beasley's having to come a long way out of goal. He's frustrated already. Yates had it knocked away from him. A chance now for Stephen Lunn. Oh. Really caught. It was Brian Royal, actually, not Lund. This is Tui. Tui had chipped quickly towards Williams. Gets a long call from Bruns. Threw it away, pulled to the ground. Footscray in control now through Burton. Burton's kicked Beasley with 2 against him again. Mossop spilled it. A chance for Rayburn. Has not put a foot wrong on that back line for Geelong. And Percival marked.
Purser, the big Footscray ruckman, having a great battle today with John Mossop, getting the ball moving quickly across to Wallace. Wallace kicks it forward, but the ball has got to come back. And the player who originally had possession, Purser, Andrew Purser, will take his kick and kick over his mark. The 18-minute point in quarter number 1 and a 17-point advantage to the Geelong side over the Footscray Bulldogs. And Purser on the centre wing initiating another Footscray attack, and he gets it across to Burton, who's been pretty good. But that kick is awry off the side of his boot, and an easy mark taken down here by Jimmy Sewell. Luckily, I guess, for Footscray. And downfield, Beasley leading then, but the kick not delivered well to him. And it's Geelong defence standing firm again, and there's the target. Peake, he's got it, moves it on quickly to Jackson. A 2-hour duel with Hansen. He pushes Hansen out slightly, then he gets clear. Almost gets pulled around the neck. Jackson kicks it in spectacular fashion, and it really deserved a goal. But 1 point to Jacko. That's his 2nd point. And the Cats now 3-2-20. And Jackson a little bit frustrated there. Footscray 2 points, yet to score a major.
Sewell kicks the ball in. Hansen runs to the grandstand side, and the ball is kicked wide to the outer side. Wallace the target. Bounce is good for him. Back to Brian Cordy. Kick well smothered by Williams. Bounces for Byrne. There is Wallace, whose kick is smothered again. McLean, he's covered plenty of territory. Puts Scratcher Neal under a bit of pressure. Brian Cordy with the opportunity to party up for Footscray. Kicks hurriedly. And it's all Geelong. And it's marked by O'Keefe, who's been a fine player. On to Turner, the Geelong skipper. Ignores a lead from Brighton, goes long. Johnston, the target, interferes with Scott. And the mark will be taken by Kellett at centre half-back. A free kick for Kellett at centre half-back for Footscray. Johnston right into his back. Kellett running off. Takes the ball towards the centre of the ground. No one within cue of him. Gets crashed down after he kicks the ball. Very untidy play by Geelong there. The culprit was not Reid, but number 11, Williams. And there's a bad mistake made downfield by Royal. That's Reid tidying up. Kicks in for Johnson, who's going to get a free kick for one over the shoulder. Gets it out to Turner. He kicks it quickly and finds Bright at centre half forward. Geelong getting the breaks in this first term and certainly capitalising them. Long kick by Bright is going to be a goal. No worries about that. That's the fourth for the Cats. And Terry Bright's first. 4 goals, 1-25 Geelong. Footscray 2 behind, 2 points. Now it's 4-2, so the Cats lead by 4 straight goals. 21 minutes into this first quarter.
Start of the second quarter at VFL headquarters. Geelong at 27 to Footscray's 3. Geelong had a much better quarter, even though they were kicking against the breeze. Mossop dominated the ruck then nicely. This is Burton. He's played well on the middle there for Footscray. Lovely pick up there, but he did take his eyes off it then. Geelong's turn to kick with the breeze. A short one in there to Johnson, and Johnson's marked 30 metres from goal. Kicked one in the first quarter. Terry Bright kicked one, as did Brian Peake and Robert Neal. This is his 4th kick. He's not an accurate kick, Johnson, but that one dropped short. Jackson and Hanson. Brian Peake, number 7. Picked up by Kelp. Can't get away from strong tackling to Peake. There it is, so that's a giveaway, if you like. And Peake, quite an accurate shot for goal. Having a good match today, playing on the half-forward flank. His opponent is Brian Cordy, who's a top player for Footscray. Peake coming in now for his 9th kick and his 2nd goal, which will be Geelong's 5th. And the result is first goal for the quarter at the 1 minute mark to Brian Peake.
A 5-goal advantage to Geelong, who have played so well, and Footscray, who have played undisciplined football with no zipper enthusiasm so far. And Mossop winning again, gets it to the half-forward line. Rescued here for Footscray by McPherson. His kick is smothered. Neal is there, using his weight well. Pick up here by Williams, the Geelong centre player. His hand forward pass is not good. Footscray defending grimly here. The ball out towards Sewell on the centre wing. Tackle when not a possession, should get the free. The umpire not paying it, and it's out of bounds on the half-forward line for the Geelong side. Early in the second quarter, only 2 minutes gone, and Geelong well on top, an advantage of 5 goals over the Bulldogs. And a bit of jostling in the ruck there, and the infringement against Mossop. It'll be taken by Purser, and the 5th possession by Purser as Footscray comes into attack. Another ragged forward move, and easily knocked away and over the boundary line on the centre wing.
Not much method in Footscray's forward move so far today. They're trotting by 30 points, 3 minutes into the second term. Mossop and Purser knocked forward by Scratcher Neal, only as far as McPherson. Been outpointed clearly by Byrne. There's Hawkins, who's been quiet for Footscray. He gets the ball across to Burton, who's been prominent. Beasley the target. This time he's only got one to beat. He'll do it easily. Get the ball down quickly. It gives him a chance. Good kick to position by Burton. And Beasley has the ball 40 metres out from goal, directly in front. And if ever the Bulldogs need their champion Spearhead to give them a lift, it's right now. They haven't posted a goal in the game so far. They have now. Beautiful kick by Beasley. That's his first and Footscray's first.
Centre bounce. Footscray kicked their first goal at the 3.5 minute mark, second term. It was Simon Beasley with a 60-metre beautiful shot. Terry Bright, useful. Scratcher Neal likewise. Bit of hanky-panky going on there, but Geelong into attack to Peake. Too good for Cordy. He's tidying Cordy up. A move will be on here shortly. Peake with a lot of brilliance today. This is his 10th kick. He's kicked 2 goals so far. One at the 1 minute mark in this quarter, which is 3 minutes ago. He's about 55 metres out. Beautiful kicking style. Just touch and go to make the distance. He has made the distance. 3 goals to Brian Peake. He's a star in the Geelong side, no doubt about that.
Back at the centre circle again, 5 minutes into the second quarter, and a 5-goal advantage to Geelong over a lethargic Footscray. Mossop knocking it down, opportunity for Bruns, but the ball is kicked back towards the Footscray half-forward line. An easy mark here taken by Malcolm Reid, who furnishes the ball well to the half-forward line, looking for Turner. McLean is there to bustle him again, but Turner, with his greater experience, breaks clear. Left-foot kick and puts Geelong into a good attacking position again. A ball knocked away down there from Jackson, and Footscray playing with a little more desire and get up and go as it's socket off the ground, but there's no one there in position on the Footscray forward line. Reid it is who casually takes the ball away, gives it across to Mark Yates. Yates putting it back to the Footscray forward line. Peake is there again, gets it across cleverly to Bright. Bright into an open goal. Magnificent football by Peake again, and setting up the second goal for Terry Bright. And Geelong looking great in the second quarter as they go to 7-3-45 and Footscray 1-3-9.
Greg Williams gets it onto Whitcomb. Jackson from behind Hansen, and Hansen's able to take the mark at the second attempt.
That's his game, Hansen. He's a mark. He's a very slow player. He's lucky that Jackson is as well. Here's Kellett, their half-back, and he puts a long kick into the centre of the field to Wallace and also Toohey. Mossop doing well playing behind the game. Kick behind. Reid. Rayburn, a star. Jackson and Hansen. And chipping in is Terry Bright. And headbutts his way past Egan and goals. Great stuff for his third goal. A lot of courage shown from Terry Bright.
A 40-point advantage to Geelong, who have played so well. 24 minutes into the second quarter, knocked down by Mossop and knocked forward by Bolton. And Geelong have the ball in their attacking zone again. And Footscray under pressure once more. Knocked away here by Kellett, back towards Bolton, who's going to get the free kick. Grabbed when not in possession. And a foolish free kick given away there by Footscray, who are showing added frustration in their play in the second quarter, as they did in the first. And further evidence of that with that foolish 15-metre penalty being given away. Only the third kick by Bolton in the game. Down towards Jackson, coming in from behind and spoils his teammate there in front. Taken here coolly by Hansen, who puts it back defensively towards the half-back line. Toohey tries to knock it forward. It comes towards Williams. Williams a hand pass to Terry Bright. A danger player playing well on the half-forward line. In towards Jackson again. Hansen in from behind. Around the neck. Jackson should have got the free. Over the line it goes. And Jackson not getting much help from the umpire there in front of goal.
No, you're right, Don.
Both full forwards haven't had much protection at all. Beasley and Jackson so far in the game. Kellett from behind. Young Tadzara spoiled his teammate there. It comes across to Whitcomb. It's not a particularly good place to kick the ball. It's all Footscray. Burton, another possession, out to McLean. Will he use his pace? Look at him go. My word, he's quick. Draws Byrne, should give it over to Sewell, he does. In comes Toohey, look out. Sewell gets around Toohey, but gets it back only as far as the Geelong skipper Turner, and that's good play by Toohey. Scratch O'Neill, fit and firing, giving the Cats a lot of bite. Jackson, Hansen getting on top of him, but Jackson fights on pretty well. Brian Cordy showing great determination for Footscray, will get a free kick in the last line of defence. Geelong well in control, lead by 40 points at the 26.5-minute mark of the second term. 8th kick for Brian Cordy.
He's being moved right down the field. He's kicking that centre half back. Gives it everything he has. Down towards Person, the tall ruckman. Mossop punches it away from him. Whitcomb. Hansen. Good effort from the big fellow to mark it at grass level. He'll go back and gives it to his co-defender in Egan, who swings play across the other side to Hawkins. Doug Hawkins is outpointed here by Williams this time. Clever play by Williams, a short fellow with a lot of balance. Johnson lost possession, unfortunately, then tries to fiddle with it. Back to Whitcomb at centre half forward, up to Jackson. Jackson and Bruns with his back towards it. Jacko, can he do something? He's wheeled around, has another long shot. It's fading over into the dead pocket. Peake and Cordy. And Peake sees it over the line.
Fancied his chances for a moment, I think, then Brian Peake. If he could have got the run of the football.
Well, there's Jacko coming in to convert on this opportunity. Takes it out of there. Quick kick. That's a good shot. That's a great goal by Jackson. Great intelligent play by Mark Jackson.
2 goals, 3 for Jackson. Geelong's tally of 10-3. They certainly have a good grip on this game. 46 points in front, almost on half-time. Mossop dominating in the ruck. Turner playing much more disciplined football. Egan in the road for Footscray. Drops a sitter. Bruns only gets it out as far as Kellett, who's under pressure from Bright. Couldn't make the tackle. And Turner coming right across onto the members' wing. He's playing on the outer side of the ground. They're continuing to run. Mossop again. Young Bolton paddles the ball forward. Burton has yet another kick for Footscray. Sewell the target, too tall for Byrne. Down to Dunn. Look at this. Reed all on his own across the half-back line, but the bounce eludes him. Beasley with no one in support. Boz follows up. In comes Wattis for Footscray. Well played by Boz to smother the ball. And umpire Robinson will bounce it centre-half forward for Footscray.
Well, Geelong have had a 6-goal quarter, and Footscray have managed 2. It's their only goal-scoring quarter. The second had a diabolical first. The starter, Whitcomb, to the outstretched arms of Bolton. Bolton strides across the centre. Looks for a lead from Jackson. He's in front of Hansen, and he's got it. And Selfie plays on. Oh, he kicked it to Brunson. Peak into an open goal. A fresh air shot. Missed. And it's a behind to the brilliant Peak. So Peak has kicked 3 goals away.
Not there, Jeff. Perhaps he could have been able to make it.
I felt he could have too, Smokey.
Ball back in play again from the full-back line for the Footscray side. Up is Purser. He's dropped out of the game somewhat. A hand pass from him upfield. And it's Footscray coming down the ground and into attack. Let's see if they can convert this opportunity downfield. And it's a pretty good effort here by Beasley, who really... Well, it's his 4th mark for the match, and this will be his 6th kick. Just before half-time, he's already kicked 2, and Footscray needing this goal desperately, and obviously, as they're down 64-17 at the moment, so a crucial kick for Simon Beasley. 45 metres out, plenty of distance. Has he got the accuracy? And he's put it through to Beasley. 3 goals to him, and Footscray a little closer at half-time.
But the Cats won it by 40 points. They led by 4 goals at quarter-time, 41 points at half-time, and ran out comfortable winners. Bright and Jackson each kicked 4 goals, and Peake kicked 3. For Footscray, Beasley kicked 8 of their 9 goals. In fact, the first 8 goals for Footscray. It was almost like an opening batsman carrying his bat. It was a one-man show, but not on the winning team.